Hi everyone, I'm Pierre. I'm a PhD student at Ubisoft and Sorbonne University in Paris. So in video game development, something that might be useful is a RL agent that performs automated tests. And for that agent to give meaningful feedback, it should produce similar playstyles as human players. And so to that effect, we have an environment we can use to train a RL agent, but we need also human data. And so that data is usually collected through playtests. And so that means that we don't have a lot of it, and it's usually in the form of summary data, aggregated data, number of shots, number of shields, and that kind of thing. It's not full trajectories. And so the question is, how do we feed aggregated data to reinforcement learning agent? One way to do it, and actually that's how we do it, is through a goal condition agent, which basically takes a state to produce an action, but it also takes some additional information. And so that additional information, in our case, is a goal in terms of metrics, a goal to reach. And then that agent in the reinforcement learning framework is rewarded depending on how close it got to the target metrics. And so just that, we have an agent that from which we can ask, okay, during this game, I want you to shoot twice. I want you to use the shield once, that kind of thing. There is no human data inside. And so the only way we put human data is that the metrics that we compute and we give as targets are not absolute, but they are relative to the human distribution. So what it means is that it changed a bit also the definition of the playstyle. It means that the agent is not tasked with shooting twice, but it's tasked with shooting with respect to a certain portion of the population. And so we applied this approach on a very simple prototype developed using Unity, which is a turn-based strategic shooter. The agent or the player controls the blue team and must destroy the red team. It can shoot, it can dash, it can use it can use one of three super abilities, which is a shield, a heal, and a power buff. And so these are the results we obtain after training. So I display here the result only on two metrics, so the number of times the heal ability is used and the number of shots that are done under a non-power buffed are done inside of a game. So each green dot is a player on one specific level, and the blue distribution is what the agent managed to do. So in here you have both the train and the test data that is mixed, but in the paper and in the poster later, there is the distinction between the two, and the agent is actually quite capable of generating the same distribution of metrics as the players on newly unseen levels. So that might be useful for level designer, for example, to know how the players will perform on a new level that they are currently developing. And so we only have one training phase. We produce a continuum of playstyles. We ensure that the players are inside this continuum because the agent is tasked with matching every proportion of the players, and we only use the very little data. And so I hope you still have a lot of questions that maybe I can answer in the poster session. And that's it for me. Thank you for your attention.